everyone, welcome back. Today we are making one of the softest possible loaf of bread that you can think of. We're making Tangzhong Japanese bread. This is really one of the softest bread you can ever have. And the reason for that is you take a small amount of the bread flour, you cook it to hydrate it in milk to make the Tangzhong, which helps the bread stay moist and actually helps it last longer without drying up. Now, everybody calls it Tangzhong Japanese bread, but that's actually a Chinese word. The Japanese call it yadana, but they're made in different ways. The Japanese make theirs with boiled water without cooking it, while the Chinese cook theirs. But anyhow, either which way, the idea is the same, is to hydrate some of the flour, which is also part of the measurement of your overall recipe, and then use it in the baking. So let's get started. We're going to do the Chinese version, which is the Tangzhong milk bread, but we're going to sweeten it today. So we're going to go over to the stove top and then cook our flour. To start with, we have 100 grams of milk. This will be part of our total amount of milk that we're going to use. To that, we're going to add 25 grams of bread flour, and then we're going to mix them using a whisk just to combine it. And then we're going to put it on a stove top. We cook it until it curdles, and then we'll stop cooking it. So let's go over to the stove top and cook this. It's probably better not to use a whisk, but to use a spatula. We are going to cook it on a medium heat until it begins to curdle. It's beginning to curdle. This cooks really quick, and then we're just going to take it off the heat, and this is what it's supposed to look. And then we take it off and let it cool all the way while we get the rest of the ingredients ready. You want to ensure that you take all of this out and then cover it so it doesn't dry up, but you want it to cool all the way down. Next, we'll bring our stand mixer. We're going to incorporate the rest of the ingredients. And so we have about 180 grams of wild honey. We have 8 grams of active yeast, 75 grams of unsalted butter, 10 grams of kosher salt, a cup of or 200 grams of powdered milk, and we have 200 ml of milk, and a total of 600 grams of bread flour and 2 pasture-raised eggs. Now we're going to combine all of this. Add the milk, the honey, the Tangzhong mix, the egg. We're only using 1 egg and 2 egg whites. We're saving the yolk for the egg wash. Add the yeast, the salt, the powdered milk, and the 4 cups or 600 grams of bread flour. Then we'll mix, we'll start our stand mix. We want to check to see what you call the window test. This looks amazing. We are going to add the butter. It's still very tacky, so I'm going to add the butter. And then we mix. In the meantime, we grease the bowl to put the dough. We place the dough on the counter and then place it in the greased bowl, putting it in an oven for a first rise. After 90 minutes of first proofing, we take the dough out of the oven. Our dough has doubled, and we are just going to patch. We are going to bust all the bubbles. We're going to weigh the whole thing. And so since I'm making 2 loaves, we are going to cut this into 2. We want them to be 625 each. Divide each of this into 3. We have all this at about 225 each, roughly. We pre-lined our container and we spread them. Now I'm going to roll these out. And then what you want to do is to roll it tight. and then pinch it. We'll roll out the rest. Here we are. We'll cover it. We'll place them in the oven for the second rise for about 45 minutes. Or you can leave them in the refrigerator overnight for the second rise and bake them whenever you're ready. After about 1 hour, I ended up proofing it for about 1 hour because I got busy. Now it has doubled in size. And now we are going to use the egg yolk and the milk that we had earlier to egg wash. In the meantime, we have preheated our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It smells so good. Now the egg wash helps the bread get that perfect golden brown. Then we cover it. And now we are going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes or until a square comes out dry. Let's go grab the bread. Look at that. It smells amazing. We are going to take it out. And next, we'll just coat it with some butter. I mean, look at that. It is so soft, but it's hot. So you coat it with some butter to preserve some of the moisture and also give it a little bit of shine. Oh, smells amazing. That looks amazing. Yummy, yummy, yummy. We'll let it cool down and then we'll show you how soft this loaf is. All cooled down. Now the taste test. But before I do that, I want you to see how soft this bread is. Look at how soft. That's amazing. It flakes out. Oh my God. Simply too amazing. Look at that. And look at how flaky. This is heaven. How soft it is. The bread tastes amazing. It is so good. It is soft. It is delicious. It melts in your mouth. The flavor is great. And most importantly, there are no preservatives. You know exactly what is in it. You can add all kinds of stuff in it. Normally, I bake bread with chia seed, but I'm giving this away to somebody. So I did not want to add chia seed in case if they don't like chia seed. But anyhow, if this video has been of value to you, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you will be notified when we upload new video. This is simply too delicious for you not to try it. Have a wonderful day and God bless.